So hello everyone, and today I'm going to be doing a very different, yeah, no, it's not best. Can move you. Did that work? Or does that just make anything a lot worse? But I thought I've got to look something based on stuff I've seen in the last few weeks. And weirdly, since I've been going since June, I think it was 25th of June. I think it's my first date video, so 9 months, or 7 months at least. Yeah. Haven't made a video about COVID-19. I think I've seen a lot of our countries progressing with vaccines. Some people are getting their second. Quite a lot of people, our 70s, are now into their second vaccines, which is really, really good for England, and also good for England team, and also the Euros. Like the Euros, it's a good chance that it's probably going ahead in England because it's the safest possible place. Because we'll have every adult with at least one, and probably all 45 plus, maybe 40s plus with two. I think it probably would be. But I'm going to talk about today a serious issue. And now, I know this isn't going to do anything, but I do think we need to think about it. We've had the Black Lives Matter thing, which I really do support. That it is important. People are saying so do White Lives Matter, but yes, because everybody knows that and no one says that. People care about white people more than black people. But India, their rates are ridiculous. Again, multiple hundreds of thousands of cases a day, and yeah, it's ridiculous. Now you might say they've got a much bigger population than England, because it's ridiculous. We take up 1% of the entire world, pretty much. We take up 1% of the whole world in population. It's good. We take up quite a lot of people, but they take up over 1 billion people, 1/7 of the world population in an area that's not that big. And COVID is going mad. I think we all need to stop raising these money, trying to find charities that can support India. Because I do think that also, once the UK get done with their vaccines, we should be making some and giving them to India, going to India and giving them to Indian people. Save their country, because we care about our country. Surely Indian people are just terrified to even step out of their house, whether they've got a dog or what. They feel terrified to just go to a shop because of the thought of tens of thousands, 10,000 people a day dying. Thousands and thousands dying. Our highest has been almost 2 grand, I think. England's highest, has I think been 2 grand. I think almost 2,000, 1.9 thousand is England's highest. And we should be thinking Indian lives matter, because they do. It's the world. Now you might say this is good for the world. Thanos, with his snap out half the world's population within a snap of the fingers, and that's gonna give you 4 billion people dead. And you might say it's helping, but we still don't want. There's been enough deaths so far. There's probably been not 1 billion, because that's the whole population, but it's probably been getting close to 1 million people dying in India, I would say, which would make not a tenth, it made 0.1% of the population dead. Obviously not any more of the population, obviously, but what their population was, gone. Families just dying because they need the help. It's going to be a pretty short video, but I'm just saying we need to help India, Because at the moment, other countries are doing not as good as us, but they're not as bad as India. They're getting vaccines. Like, even if they'd done the amount of vaccines we have done, we know in here, I think we've done like 35 million out of our 70 million population. Half the population. Half of their population would be like 750 million. So they've done, even if they have done the same amount as us, 35 million out of 1.5 billion or whatever it is not enough to save the country. I'm saying to the people at Boris Johnson, Prime Minister, people like that. Sorry about that light. Just trying to give you some me. Yeah, so you can see me. But they need to think, we can make as many. Once all adults are done with, give some to them. Or even now, start sparing a few. Like, once you've done with the set, instead of overextending, like, I think at the moment they're still just going to the end of the 45 to 50s. Once you're done with it, any spares you've got, don't give them to the people below. They don't need them. Give them to people that genuinely need it. So probably people in their high end of 50s who haven't had it in India are very, very risk. Now there's people in England who won't be able to have it. Like, there will only be probably about 55 million that can actually have it of our 70 million. Probably more, like 60 million. Maybe 65. But still, we need to care about these people. They're us. They are us. And yeah, I just want to say, we need to care about them. Thank you for watching. Spread this message. See you in another video. Bye bye. Where's the camera?